Okay, everybody, this is a video on guinea pig feeding and all the different things you need to know about feeding your pig. One thing I'm going to cover first is behavior around feeding time. Guinea pigs are creatures of habit and they enjoy being fed at the same time. So if you don't feed them at the same time every day, they have a tendency to do what he's doing right now, how he's biting on the bars. You want to discourage this. I'm letting him do it so that you can see. This is very bad for their teeth, but being as he's not doing it to be a little butt, he's doing it because he wants food. Try not to punish your guinea pigs if they're doing the biting of the bars around feeding time. They're just hungry and they're trying to let you know. If they hear a plastic bag rustle, they may also weak for treats, their little high-pitched weaking noise. No, baby. No, no, there's a good boy. No. So yes, that is some common guinea pig behavior around feeding time. They'll rattle the bars of their cage and they'll weak very loud. Covering dry food. There are many different options for feeding your guinea pigs dry food. I have a couple of them here. This is just plain Timothy hay pellets, which are very, very important for your guinea pigs. However, my guinea pigs are quite picky. They will actually fling these out of their food dish. Since they have so much Timothy hay, I don't really worry about it because they're definitely getting plenty of Timothy hay. And because they get so much Timothy hay, they have a tendency to flick those out of their food dish. This is a brand that I really like to use. My guinea pigs have never gotten sick eating this. Of course, you can pick whichever brand you like. But this has a lot of stuff in it to substantiate their diet. It's got sunflower seeds, pepper, apples, dried tomatoes, dried carrots, dried peas, just all different types of things that guinea pigs need every single day. So there's that. A bag of this is about $11, and it lasts me probably about a month and a half to 2 months. So it's a pretty good price. There are feeding instructions on the back, as well as a list of ingredients, which is always a good thing to check for your pigs, because you don't want to just feed them the bland, everyday, off-the-shelf stuff. You kind of want to make sure that they've got a good variety of dried fruits and vegetables in there. So there are feeding instructions on the back. Of course, you know your guinea pig better than anyone else knows your guinea pig. And if the feeding instructions are too much or too little for your pig, by all means adjust the amount they're intaking. There's nothing wrong with going in a different direction than the instructions say. If your guinea pig needs more or less food, that's totally fine. Also, again, please remember that your guinea pigs do not produce vitamin C and can get very sick because of this. There are many brands that add vitamin C into their food, and that helps with their vitamin C deficiency. Timothy hay, it looks like this. And this is another brand that I trust because he's never gotten sick eating this before. They make it with all different types of stuff in it. They put marigolds in it, mangoes, mint, herbs, apples, just all types of different things that your guinea pigs will enjoy. They have a lot of trouble digesting foods, so the Timothy hay really, really helps them digest. What you want to do, you have to make sure that they have an unlimited supply of this stuff. Even if this means you have to buy a new bag every week, it doesn't matter. Your guinea pigs need unlimited access to Timothy hay. It's that important for their diet. Now, you don't want to put a whole bunch in their cage if you don't have a feeding bin for them, because they will potty on it, and then understandably, they won't want to eat it. So I give my guinea pigs about 4 or 5 handfuls of about this size every day. That's a pretty good little handful. And then they tend not to potty on it. They eat it all, and then I don't wind up wasting any hay and having to throw it away. One really fun thing they like is at the pet store, they sell these toys. Hi, buddy. These little tubes that they can hide in full of hay, and even once the hay runs out, that you can still stuff more hay in there and let them hide in there and eat at the same time, which guinea pigs love to hide and eat. So that's a fun little thing that you can do for your pigs. They'll really enjoy that. On the subject of fresh fruits and vegetables, There are lots of different things to learn and be concerned about. So a great place to learn exactly how much of what kind, why not to give your pigs a certain food, why to give your pigs a certain food is jackiesguineapiggies.com. There is no www. It's just jackiesguineapiggies.com. And it includes a full comprehensive list of everything to give your pigs, how much, how often, what not to give them, what's poisonous for them, what to watch, things of that nature. So that's a good one. Also, the ASPCA has a link for it, and so does the Humane Society. So those are some websites that you can check out to get very good, thorough information on how to feed your guinea pigs fresh fruits and vegetables. Also, because it can be kind of expensive to give your guinea pigs their vitamin C every day, if you buy the supplements and the drops, if you have food stamps and can't really afford the supplements and the drops, things like red pepper, carrot, and a couple of other little treats that you can give daily will help your guinea pigs with that problem without breaking your wallet. I am about to give him some red bell pepper. You want to make sure that it is completely seeded and the white flesh part is removed. The red flesh part is fine, but you want to remove the white part. You never ever want to give your guinea pigs hot peppers. This can and will kill them. Only red and green bell peppers. This is romaine lettuce. You never want to give your guinea pigs iceberg lettuce. It has no nutritional value and is very unhealthy for them. These are carrot slices. These also have vitamin C in them. They can have these every other day. They can have romaine every other day. They can have these every single day, just one slice cut up into small chewable pieces. These are celery sticks. They can only have 1/4 of a celery stick every week, and because they can choke, you want to chop it into very tiny pieces. Never ever leave your guinea pigs unattended while they're eating, because they can choke and die. You want to make sure that you're taking very good care of them, and that if you need to leave the room, you've got someone who can watch your pig. A fun thing that you can do with your pig, which will make him absolutely adore you, is guinea pigs, and you don't have to do this. This isn't a necessity. This is just something that they enjoy. You want to make sure your living room is clean and vacuumed and there's nothing out that they can get a hold of. You might also want to box the area off so they can't escape. My little guy is pretty tame and won't try to run off, but if yours isn't, you're going to want to box the area off. Guinea pigs forage naturally in the wild, and so it's kind of fun to take little pieces of food and just toss them into little obstacles for them to find and kind of put them behind things. And this also tends to keep them out of your hair and keep them from running rampant all over your living room when you let them out to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and let him out so he can enjoy his foraging. And I like to leave the door open because naturally in the wild they will also try to bring some of the food home with them. And if he feels frightened, he can just scoop his food up and go hide it in his cage. So he enjoys that as well. One thing you want to make absolute certain of, if your guinea pig has brought food to his cage, after an hour, whether the food is going to be wasted or not, you need to throw it away. After an hour's time has passed, you need to get in your guinea pig's cage, find that food, and throw it out. So that is very important. You can feed your guinea pigs by hand. It's very simple to do. You want to hold your hand flat so that they don't accidentally bite your fingers, and they actually love to get attention while they're eating. If you can hear, he's purring. And if your guinea pig is purring while you're handling him, you're doing a really good job. So, and a very easy way to feed them by hand, sorry buddy, is just to do this. With lettuce, you don't have to hold your hand flat. You can just kind of hold it out to them. There we go. Here, baby. Come on, come back, Odysseus. Good boy. There's a good boy. So those are some fun things you can do with them. Water is very important. You want to make sure that your guinea pigs have fresh and constant supplies of water. I like to get the water bottles that have little floaters in them. If they have brightly colored floaters, You can see from across the room how low your water level is getting, so it's very easy to refill them. Hi, Calypso. You never ever want to put water in a dish on the floor. They can drown in it, and they can also flip it and make a mess, and they almost never wind up being able to drink it from a dish, so always get it in one of the bottles that attaches to the cage. Treats need to make up about, they have a list on the back that says about how much it should make up, but treats need to make up about 20 to 50% of your guinea pig's daily diet. There are treats that you can hang on the cage like that. That is a bar of corn and nuts dipped in berry sauce. They're not too fond of that. Also, lots of treats will help out with your vitamin C problem. These are Citrus C. One of these lasts about a week and it helps file down their teeth. And they are oranges packed in a carrot wrap. So they're very high in vitamin C. Your guinea pigs love them and they'll love you for giving them to them. And they've got tons of vitamin C to help out with. You can give your kids, you can give your pigs alfalfa cubes or hay cubes that also help file the teeth down that they enjoy eating. They have things like yogurt drops, which I hear you shouldn't give to them too often, but my guinea pigs have never had a trouble with. But I hear that you shouldn't give them dairy too often, but these are fortified with vitamin C. So that helps. You can also get little granola bars, not people granola bars. You want to make sure they're guinea pig granola bars. And things of that nature. There are tons of different treats to pick from. So there's that to consider. Any treats that you leave in the cage, if you notice they've been pottied on and your pig's not eating them, you want to go ahead and remove those. And you can get some treats that have chews in the center. After they eat all of their treat, they wind up having a chew in the center for them to file their teeth on. I really like those. And the last thing that we're going to cover is the behavior of other pets. If you have other pets in the house, you want to discourage them from getting into the guinea pig's food. I have cats, and they get very jealous, and they like to try and roll in the plates of food and get their smell all over it, and then the guinea pig understandably gets upset and doesn't want to eat it. So if you have pets, please discourage them from scent marking or playing with the guinea pig's food, because it's very stressful to your guinea pigs to have to put up with that. Also, if you have new guinea pigs, this is Calypso, and she's very new. They will be very shy of eating fresh fruits and vegetables for the first couple of weeks because they've lived in the pet store their whole lives and they've not encountered them yet. So maybe give your guinea pig a piece or two to try every other day, but you don't want to give them a full-blown salad like I've just given to him because they're not going to eat it yet. Also, if you notice your new guinea pig is not eating that much, don't be too concerned about it. If it's been 3 days, you need to be super concerned. But during the first 2 days, they're really only going to eat hay and drink water. That's about all that they're going to do for the first 2 days. So don't be hyper concerned if your pets are not eating in their first couple of days in your home. So long as they're drinking water and eating hay, they're fine. After about the 3rd or 4th day of them not eating any food, drinking any water, or, I mean, if they're not drinking any water, be concerned immediately. But after about the 3rd or 4th day of them not eating pellets, that's about the time to get concerned about it. And that's all I have for you guys. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thanks, guys.